Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Madals and welcome to game number 2 of this best of 5. It's from the Go4SC2 Cup that was held like a couple of days ago, and it is between two very cool Zerg players. Game number 1 really was pretty intense. Admittedly there was no Zerging Baneling action, but it was still very tough for both players, and really the winner just did it through getting a really nice timing, finding a weakness in his opponent and exploiting it well. Now, down in the bottom left position of game number 2, spawning on Derelict Watcher, we have the green Zerg player from Mouse Sports. It is Hope. And his opponent, up in the top right, from Team Quantic, it is HyuN. Of course, Derelict Watcher is a cool map. Remember the map where the engines go the wrong way, and I say this every time I'm on this map because I want this to become a thing. Right, I want it to become a thing that this is not right, and the map makers, if you watch this, it won't be stood for. Blizzard, you need to make sure things like that work appropriately. But there are other things on this map, like this. This to me looks kind of like a cat. It looks like a cat's face. Look at the eyes, look at the whiskers. Don't know what that is, but look at the mouth, look at the nose, and the little nose. Look at it, it's a cat. Anyway, this game, so far, no spawning pools. Both players seem to be going hatch first, both putting drones, both at 15 supply. Going to be hatch versus, that's all good. I'm going to keep looking for interesting things on the map. Of course, you've got these little hologram points. Can't see them though, they haven't been seen. These don't look so much like cats. Notice that one? Not a cat. This one? Not a cat. Anything else cool on this map that I've missed? Also, not a cat. It's only this one up here. Where even was the cap one? I can't remember now. Okay, I've lost the cap one, which I found earlier, which definitely looked like a cap. But that's beside the point. There was one. You all saw it. It's definitely true. So, hatcheries coming down both sides. Gas, then pull out of Hope. Just pull first out of HyuN though. So, Hope playing this a little bit more on the brave side, being like, how greedy can I be? After taking that super fast third in game number 1, I'm not sure how greedy he wants to be against HyuN, because he knows that HyuN could be the person to punish him. Overlord just wandering around here. We can see a holographic zealot sitting there. What's next? Holographic stalker. Oh, cool. I like these tile sets, by the way. I think they're the best looking ones. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you like this tile set? I think, along with like Star, it's actually a similar. It's the same as Star Station, is it not? I think it is. But yeah, it's an awesome looking tile set. It looks so beautiful, and there's so many cool things about this map. I love it. Like this. That just looks cool, doesn't it? So, hatcheries are down. All looking good. Very similar timing of those. Spawning pools finishing up. Big difference is this gas. This gas is hugely different because HyuN still has no extractor. That means Zergling speed can get started right about now. There we go. We've also got these 3 drones still staying in the gas. This means banelings become increasingly likely, because once you start getting that gas trickling in, if you're just getting speed out, and we're going to go for like a speedling all in, you pull these, get as many minerals as possible. But no, that's not what's going to be happening. Overlord's making their way forward here for HyuN. He's going to just move one over to check the third base timings. Obviously a long way down the path, but still something to keep bear in mind. Hope probably going to move his Overlord up here as well once he's gone through and had a good positioning there. But Hope, Baning Nest is on its way down. We see, of course, he's still mining. Good chunk of gas. The Queen coming forward, wants to try and prevent that Baning Nest getting scouted, but is HyuN gonna get the scout? Yes, he does! Such an important scout, seeing that. Straight away now, the Banelings are coming. HyuN, he can react to this in 2 ways. Get his own Baning Nest down, or try and rush up into roaches. Generally speaking, on Derelict Watcher, you could go for the wall off and try and rush up into roaches, but you do need to get this creep spread forward. That's why you see these creep streamers getting placed down. Gonna just try and push it as far forward as possible. We've got 4 queens as well, so that means that HyuN can go for the wall off completely. Couple of Zerglings coming forward here for Hope. We'll see the 2 queens making a big push into the land of Nether, outside of the very safety of the creep. A couple of lings are going to get in, but to be honest, they're going to get cleaned up very quickly. Even a drone getting a kill there like a boss. Baning Nest done, of course. Still more gas coming in, as well as the lair getting started incredibly early. Pretty interesting with the second gas geyser and the first evolution chamber. So HyuN not overreacting to that. He's just like, well, with the spine I can defend. I've also got a good number of queens. Should be safe. He's getting up his first gases, his third and fourth gases very quickly. HyuN's first gas income really just coming through now, though. He hasn't even started speed yet, so definitely sitting a long way behind, but he's got a good solid gas income. Nearly 4 times that of his opponent. Actually double that now. I take it back. But additional gas is getting taken here by HOPE as well. He's starting up his Rotron again just with that single evolution chamber, whereas a double evolution chamber coming down from HyuN. A couple of Zerglings just sitting up here for HOPE. One of them going to stay to know when the third gets taken. These queens could take out that Zergling with the aid of the Spine Caller. The Spine Caller actually got the kill there. Always very cool. The lair timing a little bit later there for HyuN, as well as his third. The third already coming up here, and HyuN can't quite see it yet. I don't know if he saw the drone, but he is going to go and secure up his own third. A bit more of a normal time here, about 7 minutes 30 for that. So still quite early third bases for ZvZ, but not as early as it was in game number 1. That was pretty spectacular. So, 1-1 upgrades coming down compared to +1. Anyone getting deja vu, and yeah, relatively passive, relatively safe early game period. So, roaches will be coming out on both sides. Roach speed already getting side up for HOPE, so a little bit earlier than that of what HyuN's going for. But HyuN's advantage is that he's got the double upgrades. That's what he's really got to try and take home. He's got to make sure he maintains that now throughout the game. It's quite a big lead for him. A couple of Lings coming up here are going to try and force a cancel on this hatchery, and HyuN with 3 queens is going to have his work cut out to try and stop this. Good little bits of micro coming down here by HOPE, and he probably won't could actually force a cancel. Is he going to get it? It's going to be close. Yes, he does. That is a massive win for HOPE. Suddenly, his hatchery is a full 95 seconds down sooner than that of HyuN's. Very frustrating. Not only is that additional income for HOPE, that as well is additional lava. And those additional lava means more production. Just everything looking fine and dandy and good. HyuN, though, does have Hydralisks. Hydralisks plus roaches equals strong force. That's up against just the pure roaches and a couple of banelings coming down from HOPE. So HyuN is looking quite solid there. Also some creep spread coming down, using the overlord to generate some creep. Could use a couple more actually, to be fair. Could be generating some creep from this one. This lazy one, this is sitting in the middle, not doing anything too good. But oh, a queen from HyuN getting caught out of position. He's going to have to bring the roaches over. The roach count 20 to 11 in HOPE's favour, so he can definitely take this fight. Especially when his +1 missile attack is done fractionally sooner. Taking out those queens first, but in come the Hydralisks. And it's those Hydras that are going to make a good little bit of difference, because their DPS output damn high. But 1-1 upgrade still not quite done, so HOPE, he is going to be starting to crush through this. The Hydra's getting focused down, being forced back. This is quite a close fight, but HyuN just going to try and retreat. Play it on the safe side. His Hydras really need speed. He's getting road speed, but not Hydra speed yet. That could come back to hurt him, because he can't move off creep with those effectively now, for risk of getting caught out of position. Now, +2 missile attack, as well as the +2 missile attack for HyuN is coming down. There's the Hydra Den coming out for HOPE, so he's going to be leveling out this kind of tech play, but road speed so much delayed for HyuN, as well as the Hydra speed, that he can't really be aggressive. His third also only now just getting up and running. Look at how much, about 500 more minerals a minute being mined for probably about 2 minutes or so. For HOPE, that straight away equals like 1,000 more minerals he's had in the bank, and that's reflected there. He's spending the money a lot more. He's slightly up in supply, really going to be helping him out quite nicely. Overlord spread going quite nice. Could use creep, generate creep to join up these bases, just to be on the safe side. Second Evo is on its way through. Hydra range coming down. Interestingly, HyuN never started +2 carapace. So only going for the single upgrades, opting instead to get as many units out on the field as he possibly can. Again, look, the engine's going the wrong way, but the roaches, they've come over to inspect that and say, do you know what, this is not good enough. We need to tell the hive mind about this and make sure it gets fixed pronto. But yeah, everything all looking okay. I should really screenshot this and put it on Reddit, that there's something wrong about all of it. So anyway, yeah, we do see roaches, Hydras running around, just being pretty fun. Another contamination coming down here. So this obviously delays any lava production, can't get injected, really frustrating. Nice little play that HyuN actually does quite often. It's one of those things which is a really underused ability in the game, in my opinion. But HyuN isn't underusing his ability to be aggressive, pushing forward. A single roach will spot that there are quite a few roaches coming over. The Hydra's now seen as well. The army supply 92 to 96 in HOPE's favour, but the upgrades 1-1 up against 2-0 for HOPE. HyuN probably clicked on the unit and decided, nah, I can't take this fight. He's got Hydralisks as well. Want to be a little bit careful. Both players have gone for group spines, not Hydra speed as of yet. But a couple of roaches make it into the main base actually of HyuN. This could be a queen going down quite easily. But, oh, wasn't that a good hold position? No, it wasn't. The roaches do get through. You managed to get a queen. Now they should just focus as many drones as they possibly can. Because if you kill some drones, you're going to be a very happy Zerg player who's able to do a nice little bit of damage. So, not many workers going down. Only one at the moment. Now the roaches fighting the roaches, which wasn't ideal. But still, one worker and one queen. That means one less inject. One less inject means less units. There's also... Wait, where's the queen of the natural? HyuN is down to one queen. That is a huge problem for him. He's only got one inject compared to the 3 of hOpe. That is a massive, massive production advantage to hOpe. And his supply is going to skyrocket now as a result of that. HyuN, though, banking up 12 lava. Mainly due to the fact that he's pretty gas starved. Now got his 5th and 6th gas, but they've been up for a long time for hOpe. hOpe looking really solid in this game, but then he did last game as well. Seemed to be in quite a good spot, so it'll be interesting to see what HyuN is going to be able to do about this. We see that a couple of these roaches pre-splitting, just going to try and get a good engagement if at all possible. A few roaches coming over the top as well, ready for the surround from behind, and that is exactly what we're seeing, trying to get equated here. But a small group of roaches going to splinter off. This could be a problem for HyuN, but it means he will get completely surrounded by units there, but he's also splintered off a lot of HOPE's army, but hOpe, I believe, has the slightly better attack angle here. But HyuN, this is just a massive engagement across pretty much well, all of the natural and all of the third round, but hOpe coming off quite well here. The Hydras at the bottom don't have any road support, so he will be forced to retreat, but in comes some reinforcements. Both players are going for this as best they can. We see that a lot of Hydralisks getting taken down. hOpe pushing through once more. He's trying to get more units out. Remember, he's injecting, or was injecting, through additional lava. He's banking up a huge amount of resources, and that's because most of his lava getting spent quite effectively. With 14 more back out, this is where hOpe needs to spend that really quick. 15 Hydras on their way. The upgrades, of course, 2-0 compared to 2-1, plus 2 carapace on its way down. Muscular augments for hOpe is coming through. He's also getting up a 4th base. That's something that HyuN hasn't done as of yet, so he's going to get a little bit behind there. HyuN should be able to see it though with that Overlord, so now knows precisely what is coming down and should try and react to that. But remember, HyuN, he's slightly up in the worker count, but he had his 3rd so much later. He was really missing some money there. And of course, if we look at the supplies, it's an 11 supply advantage to hOpe. Probably not enough to make a huge amount of difference, especially with plus 2 carapace on its way down. But that plus 2 carapace, super important, because that's going to mean it's 2-0 up against 2-2. Big upgrade lead there for HyuN. He's going to really benefit from that. But he's got to get a good attack angle still, and hOpe still has a much larger army. 106 army supply for HyuN compared to 134 of hOpe. Big lead. It's all coming down to positioning. What HyuN wants to do is get a good concave. If he's able to do that, he should trade quite well. Try and pick off any units he can that stray a little bit too far forward. Trying to use things like the spine corner to aid his engagement. But he is now at 2-2 up against 2-0. So that upgrade lead, going to be nice and solid, should be something that's quite helpful. But in come the roaches coming a little bit further forward. They're going to take quite a bit of damage. But here we go, the engagement is now coming down. Both players with a lot of units. Slightly more roaches, I believe, for HyuN, but way more Hydralisks here for hOpe. Of course, the upgraded lead not really helping HyuN at the moment. He's got 13 more roaches trying to come out, but hOpe powering forward. He's got a good army supply lead. He is going to try and make that work. Unfortunately, the Hydras are now taking a lot of fire for hOpe because the roaches begin coming in, tanking up that damage for him, allowing his own Hydras to deal a lot of damage without really taking much himself. A couple of roaches coming a bit too far forward, but hOpe going to be forced back once again, and HyuN will hold. Even though he had a few less units, he's also done a nice little bit of damage because some roaches came in here, knocking hOpe down to just 40 drones, and this is not looking good for hOpe all of a sudden. 40 to 64 workers. HyuN now, even though he's only on 3 hatches up against the 4 bases of hOpe, he's got an advantage. He's got a big income lead, and if we take a look actually at the income tab, we can see just how substantial that is, specifically in the gas. Nearly double the gas mining coming down from HyuN at the moment, and my goodness, that is really beneficial. A couple of roaches sneaking their way forward here. 2 roaches up against 3 though will obviously favour HyuN, but HyuN, he's going straight for the drones. Good little burrow there from hOpe. Of course, hOpe getting his own overseer just in case some burrow play was going to go down, but it reveals the burrow has been researched, and that isn't ideal. So, what does HyuN do now? He knows he's got a really solid worker lead. He just needs to use this supply advantage to his favour. The army supply is relatively close, but remember the upgrades. 2-2 up against 2-0. And HyuN is moving forward now. Got to be careful there. There's quite a few units around here. Up through the top, we see that a couple of roaches sneaking their way through. But also HyuN sneaking some of his own roaches in towards his third base once more. Going to try and kill a couple more of these drones. Nice little burrow play here on that queen. But drones going down. It's only a couple, but it's keeping this count 30 lower than that of HyuN. Very frustrating. 22 workers have been killed. A lot of roaches coming back, but they are now trapped up towards the third. HyuN could try and monopolize on this, but he's not going to be able to as he pulls back slightly. Going to go for the engagement. Remember, it's 2-2 up against 2-0 upgrades in favor of HyuN. But the attack arc absolutely beautiful here for hOpe. He is just demolishing a lot of this army, but will the upgrade save HyuN? Will he be able to keep pushing through this? The Hydra's getting microed back, trying to keep those alive. They're the big DPS dealers, remember. And HyuN pushing through, trying to deal as much damage as possible, and it's looking good for him. He's pushing these units back, killing off most of them. Reinforcements coming in here for HyuN as well, and hOpe not looking to be good, getting really on the ropes. We'll burrow a couple of those roaches, but will it be enough? Gonna unbow, gonna try and kill some of these Hydras, but look at this now. In come all of the roaches for HyuN. He can just try and knock out this hatchery if he wanted to, and that could be pretty big, but he's gonna keep trying to fight as much of this army as possible. What he needs is an overseer, so this burrow play doesn't keep being so infuriatingly annoying. More roaches on the way through here for HyuN. hOpe GG's out, and game number 2 goes to HyuN, which means now match point for him. It's a best of 5, and of course 2-0 up means that one more win in any of these games and he takes the series. If you want to find out what happens, make sure that you flick over to my channel and find game number 3. But before you go, like this video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe. I'll see you at game number 3 in just a second.